Google AdWords. So that's Google AdWords going to, it's not on this particular instance, but it would be typically going to, either to a product or to a landing page, what you've built, either. So that's hopefully the philosophy of that is pretty simple. You go from your either paid or free advertising. So you've got things like Facebook, Google advertising, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, which I just love, blogs, and Google SEO. That is the 7 that I use 99% of the time. 99% of the time, 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 of those 7 is what I use depending on the product. So you take your paid traffic, AdWords, Facebook, whatever it might be, and send it to either a landing page like this or directly to the product details page like this, okay, using just the straightforward URL. However, so hopefully that's why that makes sense. That's how you do it, just from your ad to your landing page to your listing, okay? However, let's talk now about why you do it, and let's see if I can give you a little bit more stuff. So first thing to note is those 7 traffic sources, you will pick one of them, sometimes 2 of them, and just take, and there will be the thing that you believe is most likely to get you the result. What you're looking for with marketing is to put your advertisement, like this is an advertisement, just here, to put your advertisement in front of people who are either searching for your product, Google AdWords, or are predisposed, or I've got a good likelihood of buying it. That's things like Facebook and Pinterest and things like that, okay? So Marketing 101, put your product in front of people who are most likely to buy it. That's Marketing 101. Hopefully you guys get that. And there's those 7 different things. Now, here's some bad news. You will not get that right to begin with. You will not get that right to begin with. If you think that you will put your adverts up and they will be perfect from the get-go, you are kidding yourself. That is not going to happen. I think all these things should be treated as tests and should be treated as you learning what works best, because if you do somehow miraculously, it's almost, I think, detrimental to nail it first time, because you don't get to learn how to optimize to make money. And it's in the optimization where you make the money, okay? So sometimes you will see in our Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Facebook group, I'm running Facebook ads and I've set them up and I'm not getting any clicks and I'm not making any sales. Well, that is normal. That is normal, because Facebook, AdWords, Google AdWords, all those things, once you've set them up, you then have to optimize them. You then have to optimize them to make them work. They don't work from the start, which is why a lot of people give up, because they just go, it doesn't work, therefore I'm just going to not do it anymore. But that's not true. They all work if you will optimize them, okay? So that's worth saying, because I see it heaps in our group, and it always breaks my heart, because I recognize the psychology behind it is one of, wanting it to be perfect from the start, and I know that it never ever is. So I know that can be very, very frustrating, and it can be demoralizing as well. So hopefully that little rant has sunk in and you'll get the idea that you actually need to optimize. So that's how it works. Landing page, AdWords, or whatever it might be, a landing page, then your product. Now, why do we use a landing page? Let me see if I can give you a little bit of understanding about why we do the things that we do, because once you understand the philosophy behind them, it allows you to alter the day-to-day tactics of what you are trying to achieve. So the day-to-day tactic is just to make sales, but one of the other things that we're trying to avoid by using a landing page is ruining what's called the unit session percentage of our product on Amazon. So stick with me, this is going to get a little bit techie, but I promise you I'll do my best to keep it pretty simple, okay? So on Amazon, what Amazon is trying to do for every single thing, like a search, luggage, what Amazon is trying to do is to maximize the money that Amazon makes for every single search that happens. That's how Amazon makes money, by optimizing, notice that word, optimizing the search results page so that products that are most likely to sell and therefore make money appear at the top, and products that are the least likely to sell and therefore not make money appear at the bottom. Hopefully that makes sense and you can understand why Amazon would want to do that. So, a couple of things that Amazon looks at when it's choosing what products to put at the top, like this. One of those things is, once I click through, like that, what happens next? What happens next? Do I then add it to my cart and give Amazon some money and check out? Or am I then going from here and looking at another suitcase instead, like this one, and then buying this one instead? So Amazon is monitoring all of that stuff, and that particular thing, the number of people who come to your product page versus the number of people who ultimately buy your product, is called your unit session percentage, otherwise known as conversion rate. The number of people who land on your product details page and then check out, that's the conversion rate. So if 100 people land on your product details page and 10 people check out, then your conversion rate, or your unit session percentage, is 10%. And so what Amazon is also looking at is which products have got the highest unit session percentage. That makes sense, hopefully. So with that little piece of information, now we understand the philosophy behind that for Amazon. Let's think about using a landing page like this as a landing page for cold traffic, which is what you do when you send Google AdWords. You're sending cold traffic to your product details page. So on Amazon, the average unit session percentage hovers around 10 to 15%, depending on the product and the category, but 10 to 15% is a pretty decent average according to the shareholders' letters. So for every 100 people that arrive on this page, between 10 and 15 will check out and buy. If you, however, start sending cold traffic to this page, what you will do is you will increase the number of people who arrive on the page, but decrease the number of people that purchase, because it's cold traffic. And that will have the effect of messing up your unit session percentages, and that will have the effect of making Amazon less money, and that will have the effect of bumping you down the search engine rankings. I hope that makes sense. I know that's pretty out there, but that is why we use a landing page. So if I send up somebody from Google AdWords to this page, then I control this page, not Amazon. I control this page, so I can give all the information about the product, make the sale. Notice it's just basically got all of the information from your Amazon product details page. I can make the sale here and then get them to add to cart. And by doing so, I increase my conversion rate, I increase my SEO ranking, and that is super sexy to do. That is game on as far as Amazon's concerned. It's absolutely gold for Amazon. Plus, of course, if you own this page and it's an intermediary page, you can also put a Facebook pixel on here, you can put a Google cookie on here, yada yada yada. You can do some pretty sexy stuff on the back end as well, so that you can then remarket to those people, build custom audiences, build lookalike audiences, and all the rest of the cool shit you can do. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.